The objective for this video is to calculate the mean for a grouped frequency distribution. In a previous video, we constructed a grouped frequency distribution for the number of members of the Electoral College per state. Without access to the raw data values, it is impossible to calculate the exact value of the mean for a dataset. However, it is possible to approximate the mean for a dataset that has been summarized in a grouped frequency distribution. The procedure for finding the mean for grouped data assumes that the mean of all of the raw data values in each class is equal to the midpoint of the class. The class midpoints are used as reliable approximations since some values fall above the midpoint and others fall below. Step 1. Make a table with the following headings: class, frequency, which we will abbreviate with the letter F, midpoint, which we will abbreviate with the letter X and a lowercase m in the subscript, and a column that will contain the products of the corresponding class frequencies and midpoints. In step 2, we will find the midpoints for each class. The midpoints are found by adding the lower and upper limits for a class and dividing by 2. So for example, the midpoint for the first class will be 3 plus 10 divided by 2. This gives us a midpoint of 6.5 for the first class. Step 3. Multiply the frequency by the midpoint for each class. We will call this the products of the frequencies and the midpoints. For the first class, this product will be 34 times 6.5, which gives us 221. In step 4, we will find the sum of the values in the last column. This will be called the sum of the products of the frequencies and the midpoints. The formula looks like this. We start with the symbol sigma, which tells us to sum the products of the frequencies and the midpoints. So adding the values together, we find a sum of 579.5. Step 5. Divide the sum of the products of the frequencies and the midpoints by the sum of the frequencies, which is the size of the data set n. The formula looks like this. X bar, and we use the symbol for the sample mean here since this procedure will result in an estimate of the mean for the population, is equal to the sum of the products of the class frequencies and midpoints divided by the size of the data set. The size of the data set we will find by adding all of the frequency values together, since they represent numbers of values in each class. So our estimate of the mean of the number of members of the Electoral College is 11.4 members per state. The actual mean number of members per state is 10.5. Our estimate of the mean using the grouped data was 11.4 members per state. The discrepancy occurs because in the absence of raw data, the individual data values for each class were estimated using midpoints of each class. In this video, we learned how to calculate the mean for a grouped frequency distribution.